Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. That's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 22 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show, talking food, yo, and some other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the official podcast of the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Bryan, and Reaves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last names, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. And if you're like, oh, that's weird, I hear Bryan, that means that Jamal must not be here. Wrong. He's here. He just said that he would like me to host. And he said that it's important sometimes to give people opportunities. And so he handed me the ball. He's quarterback. I'm usually like the fullback. That was like lineman. But, you know, maybe they ran a play where like the lineman comes and gets the ball this time. And he was like, run with it. So I see the end zone. Let's see if I can get there. I am joined by my co-host for today, Mr. Reaves. Reaves, how are you?
What's up, people? And the football player I am is I don't play. I used to play a little, not professionally. But what I do is I sit on the sideline. Well, not the sideline. I sit in the crowd of a game, and I record the game. Kind of the sideline of what people are doing.
Yeah.
For another game.
Okay.
For another team. And I email them the video of what I see.
Yeah.
So it's like an analyst type position. Oh, and then I have a lot of spreadsheets.
Oh, love a spreadsheet. Love a spreadsheet.
So that's my position within
it's important.
The team.
It's important. Is your co-host here?
Yeah, let me check in. Say hello to the people, Jamal.
Hey, Jamarcus Russell here. Your favorite quarterback. That's kind of the position I play. You know, a lot of hype, and then I show up, and you spent a lot of money, and I didn't work out. But I'm here, and I'm happy to be on the podcast.
Great. That's everyone, and you're like, wow, that's it. 3 guys. It's always 3 guys. Wrong again. Man, you guys are stupid today. I'm sorry. You've been wrong twice now. You thought it was Jamal wasn't here. He's here. Thought it was just 3 dudes. Wrong. Got a lady here. My good friend, former sketch team partner. But if she wanted to do sketch again, I would do it in a heartbeat. You've seen her on stage. You've seen her in cracked videos. You've seen her do the Popit's PR thing on the TikToks. And you've seen her do other things. Maybe we should tell you about him. Folks, Britt Migs is here. Hello.
What is up? I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank you for coming on. Again, special episode. It is currently 4:20 when we're recording this, and Easter. It's a big day.
It's a big day for edible Reese's eggs.
Yep.
Yes. I can't do. Should we just get into it? I can't do edibles. I go crazy. Should we get there?
Me either. I cannot do that. And I'm going to be really honest. As I get older, I can't really smoke anymore because I get panic attacks.
Same.
Yeah, it's sad.
2 huge weed heads here, Reaves and Jamal.
Yeah, I was going to jump in and I realized we record, and the nature of my job is one where I shouldn't talk about drug use on the podcast.
Totally.
So, wink, wink. I don't do it. Yeah. Wink, wink.
Okay, that's going to get you in trouble.
Why? I have an eye condition. That shouldn't be held against me.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot that you have the eye thing that makes you say wink, wink.
Yeah.
And you also have glaucoma, which means you're allowed to do the thing that you're not doing.
Yes, yeah. I give my guns weed as well.
Totally.
Glaucoma? Is that what you were saying?
Glaucoma.
Yeah. My
Mm.
guns can't see straight, and so I give them weed as well so they can see straight when I'm shooting.
That's what I say
Yeah.
when I have too many guns and I go sleep. I'm in a glaucoma.
I'm gonna glaucoma.
Can't wake me up. Reaves, talking
That's
about
great.
weed.
Yeah, I'm in the same position Jamal is in, where I don't. I don't do that. I'm straight edge, 2 X's on
Yeah.
my
Totally.
hands.
Same
And I
2
don't do
crosses.
that. I don't 2 crosses on my hand.
Crosses.
He is risen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we can talk about other stuff that we can't do as we get older because I recently found out that I can't do spinny rides anymore. I puked my guts out.
Oh no.
Where was this at?
I went to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey, which if you haven't been, it is quite a place.
It is.
Wow.
It really is.
Did you do the Nickelodeon World? Did you go to like the actual theme park inside of there?
Yeah, I went to the actual theme park. And I did, they have like a couple different coasters, and I did one that was like fine. And then there's a roller coaster where it's spinning while you're on it. And I had to throw up. And that has never happened to me before.
A spinning roller coaster?
Yeah, like it's the car is on the track, and while you're going, it goes
just
back
turning?
and yeah, it's turning.
Oh
It's
my
kind of a
goodness.
nightmare
Yeah.
scenario.
Inside a mall.
And you're
Inside
inside of
a
a
mall.
mall.
Hmm.
It's a nice.
Yeah.
It's a big mall though.
Okay.
In its defense,
It
it's
is.
really big.
Yeah.
It's
Where
almost
is
like
this in
being
New Jersey?
outside.
I've never seen
Huge.
this in New Jersey. Where is it at?
It's most of New Jersey. You gotta just look up and you'll see it.
You got to look
Okay.
up. It's near MetLife, and apparently I didn't know this. It's family owned by the same family that does the Mall of America in Minnesota.
I was about to ask about that.
Yes,
Ah.
and
So-
they know how to build a big ass mall. Is
Yeah.
the thing.
Hey, if you can do it.
Was it busy when
Yeah.
you went? Because I feel like if it was, this is what malls are missing. Amusement parks.
Yeah, it was busy as hell. They've got a water park in there. They've got a ski jump. Right now I'm just doing marketing for this mall, and they're not
Yeah.
paying me. But I have not had that sense of childlike wonder in a while, where I was like, oh my god, like it's huge.
Wow.
intense.
Did you have any funnel cakes? You have any food while you're there?
I had Wetzel's pretzels, which is I'm an Auntie Anne's girl.
Mm.
I felt like I was cheating on Auntie Anne's, but I did really like it. It was good.
Was it a whole pretzel or was it little nuggets? Little
I did
nuggies?
I love the nuggets because you
Yeah.
get so much in each bite.
You get like 100 of them
Yeah,
in each bite.
it's really
This is a
good.
food podcast. Do
Yeah,
you
I was
dunk
gonna
those
say,
nuggies in anything? I
this is
get the
good.
honey mustard to dunk you in them.
So here's the thing. I don't know if it's like I'm a purist. I just want to taste all of the buttery honey flavor of the pretzel. But if you go, I like to do 2 at a time. You get the regular ones with the salt, and then you get the cinnamon ones, and those are great in like a frosting.
Okay.
It's the only ones I've ever gotten from Annie Ann's is the cinnamon ones.
Really?
The regular are
Yeah.
really good too. They both slap.
Well,
The regular
here's
is
the
like a
thing.
butter bomb.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. Down here in Virginia, DC, these Annie Ann's, they've
Yeah.
changed their menu, and very rarely are they offering the cinnamon now.
What?
So you don't go at all
Yeah.
now.
So I walk by, I look at the menu, I don't see any cinnamon up there, and I go, I'm out. You've lost a customer.
That feels like weird from HQ to not have the cinnamon.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it was at the airports around here or just the malls
Yeah.
that are dying around here, and they said we gotta cut something, and they cut cinnamon, which is the wrong choice. You never cut cinnamon.
That's not.
But,
that doesn't make any sense.
so
Malls
I
and
walked
airports
by.
are nothing without Auntie Anne's, and they're nothing without the cinnamon.
I've seen some hot dog ones and the pizza ones, but they didn't have the cinnamon, and it was a real
Pizza?
disappointment.
A pizza
They-
pretzel?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the pizza pretzels,
What?
I
So
mean,
it's like
Totally.
a stromboli, basically.
Kind of.
kinda. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Okay,
Kinda,
so
yeah.
we did the 420 thing with it being ganja. We'll not do the Jesus thing. We're not going to touch that. We're going to
No,
leave that
we
alone.
Not
I
today.
will. So Reaves has been gone for a little while. For longtime listeners, the last 2 weeks have noticed Reaves wasn't here.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah. They definitely noticed.
And maybe, yeah, because the quality went down.
Yeah.
Totally.
They were like, where's Reaves? Where's he been? I personally, I know,
Mhm.
but I'm not going to tell you guys.
I know too, just so everyone knows.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you know
Britt,
where
do
he
you know?
was? I don't know where he was.
Okay. Reaves, will you tell us and not us because we know? Will you tell the listeners and also will you tell Britt where you were?
Yes, I will. And kind of what goes into it is, shocker, a story.
Love it.
So a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, to be exact, I get a text from, you guessed it, the Tomcat himself.
Tomcat?
The Tomcat.
That's
been
Tom
MIA.
Colicchio. That's Tom Colicchio.
That
Head
is Tom
judge.
Colicchio.
Head
Head
judge,
judge.
Top Chef.
Guy who makes us do the podcast.
Yeah.
He made us seems weird now to say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't force
Allowed
us.
us. Allowed us.
He
Yeah.
gave us
Okay.
he let us say it's the official Top Chef podcast, which it is. It is the official Top Chef podcast.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. He reached out via text, and in
hmm
typical Tom fashion, he said, "Are you ready?" Nothing else, just that. And so, like, I'm texting back. Like, you guys know how it is. It's like very
Yeah.
ambiguous text. It's
Yeah.
like, where's
I
this?
get that
GIFs and
text,
memes.
and then it's a picture of him in a do-rag, and I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah, like, come on, Tom. Like, so I'm like, what's going on? He texts me. He says, check your email.
Oh my god.
I go into my email, and he says in the email, check your mailbox. So it's
He
kind
said,
of like
check your email. Hold on a second.
This is like a scavenger hunt where it's like each one leads to the next clue.
yeah, but there's not really clues. He's just telling me to go
just
places.
instructions.
Right,
It's
right,
just kind of a
right.
nuisance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, clarifying.
Sure.
He said check your email. He didn't say check your Gmail. He was more encompassing. He said email.
That's a good point. He didn't specify where, but I
Okay.
just checked my Gmail because I do not have any other email accounts.
Yeah,
And that's
okay.
the only one
Alright.
that he contacts me through.
Yeah.
Smart.
Well, I think we've established, Jamal, that when he says it to you, he means it like Gmail when he says it to you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
We've
He
established
says,
that.
yeah, he's like, hey, G, you got some mail. I'm like,
That's what, yeah. He doesn't do it to Reeves and I. I think we've
Yeah.
established that. He doesn't do it. He
No.
just does email to us.
He
Okay.
spells it out. He'll just write like Google Mail.
Google Mail. He's really formal about it.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But so, again, it's a bit of a back and forth, a little bit of a trip here. And then I go to my mailbox. What's in there? A ticket to Eat-aly.
Whoa.
Like
Whoa.
Italy or Italy.
You're right. You're right, Britt. Italy. Eat-aly.
Okay. Just making sure it's not Italy in like Flatiron.
Wait, what?
You know the place Italy in Flatiron that's like all the Italian food?
These people live in DC, bro. I forgot to I just did tell you that. They don't live in
Oh shoot.
They don't get New York things.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No,
should
forget I said
just
that.
say
flat
yes?
iron? Aren't all irons flat? On one
Oh
side?
my god.
They don't get New York things, but
I
I'm sorry.
mean-
I didn't tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you have a place called Flatbush next? Like what's going on in that city?
And you'd be surprised, but yeah, we do.
Okay. I don't
Good
understand
guess,
what's going
Jamal.
on.
That was a really
Lord.
good guess.
Good guess. Anyways, okay, go on. The actual Italy.
The actual Eat-aly. And
Yes.
and so like I'm like, what is this about? Or what, you just want me to go there? Thank you for the free tickets, by the way.
Yeah.
And he just tells me it's time for you to stage.
Whoa. Okay, this is why you left so quickly because you didn't really
Yeah.
tell us.
I
You
didn't
were just
tell
like,
anyone
hey.
about it.
Yeah, you were like, "Hey, I'm just gonna be gone for 2 weeks."
Well,
We
the
were like,
ticket was
You had to
for
keep it a
in a couple
secret.
of hours. I had to like get out.
Oh
of there.
wow!
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Did you take your sous chef with you?
No. My sous chef. Again, we all know he is French. He is not allowed in the Italian airport or across
makes
Italian lines.
But he would fit
Um,
underneath the seat in front of you, though, which is where he's supposed to go.
Hell yeah! Of course, my
Yeah.
sous chef would fit under my seat.
Totally.
Of course, he would love it. He would shake the whole time.
Yeah.
So I go to Italy. I don't have any real guidance other than you are there to stage.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to kind of like make
Right.
sense out of that, right? And so I had an adventure. And what I thought I would bring back, like in that kind of experience when you are going there to learn different cooking techniques, here is what I learned when I went to Italy.
Wow. Okay, great. This is folks.
Here we go.
Buckle up.
I just
I'm
want to say
excited.
before you get into this,
Hmm.
someone the other day said, "You guys don't really talk about food on your podcast anymore." Well, it's happening.
Okay, well, actually, it's all we're talking about right now is food. And did you hear the other thing earlier when we were talking about the stuff? The
And I'm sorry.
freaking Strombolis.
I'm
We were
sorry.
talking
The
about
song.
Auntie Anne's.
That's right.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
did the pretzels, and the song now
Yeah.
says "Talking Food, Yo." It says
Yeah.
that we're doing it. So
It says we're doing it.
it used to say
Totally.
not the food though. Now it says "Talking Food, Yo." So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Whomever you are.
Whoever that was.
For
Also,
sure.
I said buckle up. If you are in the car listening to this, you better already be buckled. They shouldn't have to tell you.
It's illegal not to be. So
Please.
click it, or you'll get a ticket. Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
Even
Yeah.
down here.
That was Ross Perot told us that. So the
Dana Carvey,
The
so
Ross
good,
Perot of
right?
comedy.
right?
Totally.
Can't
The
finish?
first thing
All
I
right.
learned.
Is that him doing pro? That's his pro, right? Can't finish?
Can I finish?
That's right, right?
With
Britt,
a
you know
little-
old
a
SNL,
graph.
Dana Carvey SNL?
Yeah,
You remember
absolutely.
Dana Carvey? Yeah.
Chop
That's
and
my
Broccoli,
uncle.
you know that one? What?
Yeah, we are related.
Like real? You like play uncle?
No, we're actually related, and I'm the only nepo baby to not actually make it on SNL.
Yeah.
There's still
yeah.
time.
He said he's still pulling strings, but it's hard. I mean, don't you see the resemblance? Kind of.
It will do. Say chop and broccoli for me.
Chop and broccoli.
There it is.
There it is.
That's
Okay.
and that's Unc to me. That's my
Yeah.
uncle.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
it works out for you. But I know he's so busy. He got Pete Davidson that gig and got him those Verizon commercials too. Really working out.
He's doing a lot. He's doing a podcast, much like we are right now.
Who? Dana Carvey?
Dana Carvey is doing the Fly on the Wall. This is real. A Fly on the Wall podcast with. I'm plugging other podcasts on your podcast.
Yeah,
That's fine.
very popular other podcasts. Which it's
Yeah.
really good that all those guys are doing podcasts. It's good for people like us. It
Mhm.
makes
Thank
us
God.
look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we plug
and
his,
he-
maybe he'll plug ours. So please.
No, yeah. You know what? It's a plug back, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna say, Uncle Dana, can you please plug Pod Chef? And he's gonna do it probably. So just keep your ears open
Sick.
on that podcast. Yeah.
Sick.
So anyway, sorry. Please keep going, Reaves.
It's okay. The first thing I learned is the only thing the Italians love more than their tasty homemade pasta is a cheeky cigarette all the time. Everywhere you go, no matter where you are, there are people smoking. You might go to a nice restaurant and sit outside and think, this is great. I'm getting lots of nice Italian air. No one is bothering me. There's not. I've made it so there are no seats next to me. There were seats there. I kicked them over. No one could sit next to me. And then a group of kids will come and stand next to you, and they will be smoking cigarettes or vaping all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with the Truth campaign.
Didn't get over there.
It didn't get
Yeah.
over there, but it's a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm worried
Yeah.
about that country.
Yeah,
bring it
I've
back.
seen this. As someone who goes to Europe multiple times a year, Europe's still smoking.
They're smoking.
They're still smoking.
They're smoking in a serious way. And
Yeah.
I have to say, even back here in America, is the cigarette having some kind of renaissance?
I think it is. It is.
Oh,
It's
no.
like it's low rise jeans. It's back.
it's coming, but like they're not even doing vaping is actually not cool because the analog way to do it is a cigarette, and it's like
Mhm.
they're rolling their own cigarettes too. That's like what the
Okay.
really cool kids are doing.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was cool when I was in college. You get a clove cigarette.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I didn't do that. No one invited me to roll a clove cigarette. Hey guys, we rolling clove cigarettes tonight? And they'd be like, no. I knew they were. I just wanted them. I'd be like, hey guys, rolling clove cigarettes tonight.
Nowhere,
And they'd
Brian.
be like,
don't
oh,
worry
we're gonna
about
be at the student union. They
Yeah.
weren't there. I'd go there. They weren't there. You know who was there? Mascot. He hung out with me. He was my friend.
In costume, the Ram.
Yes. Yeah.
At the
Jenny knows
student
that.
union.
The second thing I learned.
Okay.
If you go to visit the Vatican City, as you do,
As one
I
does.
mean,
As one does.
it's a religious day. Well, we can talk
Yeah.
about it. Well, one, this is a bit of a story. You don't go around pitching your ideas for like Conclave 2 or anything like that. People don't like it there.
They don't like that.
They don't like the concepts that one, they just don't want you pitching films in general, but they think it's a little bit offensive because you're like, oh, it's Conclave 2, The Secret of the Pews. And in this one, I mean, can I pitch it to you guys and you guys tell me if I'm the one that's crazy, that it's bad?
I'd love to hear it. I'm always
Does this need some like background Italian music?
For this?
That would help.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it would help in
okay,
a big way.
okay.
I also already have a note.
Oh, please. Yeah, note, please.
Please. I like the note up front, though.
I want it to be called Conclave 2, Con 2, Conclave. 2 Clave. Con 2, Clave 2.
That's good.
And that's something that people are going to know how to say when they go to the movie, and it's easy to hear and easy to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Conclave 2.
Con 2, Clave 2. Yeah.
You know the turtles at the end of the Conclave movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
So in this one, it's like, I don't know, they mutate in some way, and they are raised by Ray Fiennes to be cardinals. But, like, they are, like, young and, like, a little rude.
Oh.
And
Okay.
they
Well,
do
is,
have an attitude.
Is one of them especially rude?
Yes. There is
Okay.
one who has, it's a red jacket, which I know,
Yeah.
like, all of them do, but not these cardinals.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
This one's got a red jacket, and he is a little rude. And he's got.
Okay.
Did that help?
I think it did help.
It did help. It was
Okay.
nice.
I think it helped a lot. So is this kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Conclave? Like, is that...
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I
it's
put
a
that
little
together.
bit like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Because he's raising the turtles to become cardinals.
No, they're becoming turtle. They're still turtles.
No, but they're still turtles, though.
But they're turtle cardinals.
Yeah, no, okay, so let's pull back. Let me re-explain it. So they were you remember the turtles at the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
movie? Hold on. It's
Okay.
very important. Which
Let's
movie?
pull
'Cause
back
they're,
again.
They're
We're-
samurais in one of the movie. So which movie are you talking
Oh, well, that's a good idea.
Not the time traveling turtles.
The
Let me
third-
fast forward
The
this part
third
of
live
the learning
action is
story.
a samurai movie.
Yeah, that one was weird.
Let me just fast forward a little bit in this story.
Okay,
When you get a pizza in the Vatican,
here we go.
they do not slice it.
Nope.
And if you look at it and you're like, oh, they just forgot to slice it, and then you ask the waiter, excuse me, sir, can you send this back so they slice it? Because it's like, I can't do it. He will look at you like you are out of your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and then he will breathe out very aggressively, and then he will just
Yeah.
grab utensils from another table and cut it using a knife and fork, kind of angrily and messing
yeah.
up your pizza.
Yeah.
And you will be sitting there going, well, if that's what you're going to do, I would have said no thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Can I tell you why that happened as an Italian?
Oh, yes, please.
Whoa, buried the lead.
Yeah, I am Italian, 75%. And you offended him greatly because actually in Italy, or Eat-aly, as we say, it is common practice to shotgun the pizza. You actually have to fold it up and just put the whole thing in your
Put
mouth
it
at
down.
once.
Yeah, you insulted the hell out of that guy.
Yeah.
You really did, and you should have looked that up before you went.
Yeah.
You really should have rolled it up like
Oh.
a cigarette and smoked it.
He did.
That would have made the most sense with all that
Yes.
smoking over there.
That is being an Italian. That is
That is
integrating
being
yourself
That's
with
Italian.
the people.
Oh yeah.
He did at one point show me, he said, you grab the fork with this hand and the knife with this hand. And he was not being ironic. And he was like, and you saw it like this. And he did embarrass me.
Well,
But I learned my lesson. I
You
would
did
never.
Sure
deserve it.
did.
I did deserve it, and I will never
You
ask
did.
for that again.
I will say this: I would watch the shit out of a movie of a pope raising 4 turtles that grew
Yeah.
up in the Vatican.
They don't like it. if you
No,
pitch
they
it
would. They want to
in
go
the
to the other world.
Vatican.
Oh, they didn't.
Well,
didn't
there's
like it?
also there's a whole second act where you think he maybe molested the turtles, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. And that's what I kept saying to them in the Vatican.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for whatever reason, they were getting pissed.
For whatever reason,
he
they
didn't
didn't
do it,
like
though.
that.
But he didn't do it. It's like, that's when it's kind of like doubt.
That's when it's kind of like doubt.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. And
He
those
didn't do it.
they say no doubt. And you go, yeah, dude, I love Gwen Stefani too. And then you don't get it.
They do love Gwen Stefani because you know who got really Catholic all of a sudden? Gwen Stefani.
She did. She pops
She
up.
got-
And
she
she's
got
on that
crazy
Halo
Catholic.
app. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with her, she got the dust on her head.
That's a good pivot.
I've always wanted to have to use an app to pray. I said it's too easy. Before this, it's been too easy to just talk to God. I said, I
Yeah.
want an app.
I get lost if I don't have my app
Yeah.
open. I'm like, wow, where do I do
think this is best for God though, because now everyone's got he's like, hold on, I got too much going on right now. Can you just hold on? Can you just wait?
Can you schedule something, please?
Hold on,
Can
I'm
you
doing the football
organize
thing over
this?
here. I'm sorry, I just gave someone a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Can you just wait? What do you got going on? Oh, okay, hold on. He's like,
Yeah.
you know what God is? He's a 1930s like phone operator going, God here,
Pulling it, yeah.
please hold. God here, hold please. Now that's a movie,
That's a
Oh,
movie.
Now that's
yes.
a movie.
or at least
That's
a
good.
short film.
At least a
You
funny
know
or
what?
die short.
It's a Quibi. That is a Quibi for sure.
Yes, I'm gonna pitch it to Cracked.
Please.
Okay, Britt, will you do it? Will you be God doing the answer machine thing, doing the operator thing?
God here, please hold.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Hold on. And then she stops and talks to her friend who's also God. So many calls today. There's a
Oh
bunch
my
of gods.
God. So many requests. That's what I'll do.
Did you learn anything else?
So there's a couple of things, but I got one that I like a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, we take a lot of time.
That's okay. That's what this show. We're talking food basically,
Yeah.
right? Well, other than the other stuff I
we
said,
did
but
pizza.
mainly food, and this is also about food. If you go to
Okay.
a restaurant, excuse me, and order escargot, as you do, because you look at the menu, there's only 4 things, and you're like, I'm gonna have snails.
3 of them are coffee.
Yeah.
One's a cigarette,
What are your specials today? Coffee.
coffee, cigarette,
What else? Coffee. What else? Coffee. And lastly, snails.
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 You will get a bowl of snails, and the utensils you will be given are a bunch of toothpicks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
everyone here is nodding their heads like that is normal.
Yeah.
This was
I
news to
have
me.
been to France.
How you getting them out of
that
there?
is how they do it.
How
you
else
getting
are
them
you
out of
getting
there?
them out
Can I
there?
ask, Britt, how
What
did
do
you get
tweezers?
How did I get them out?
them out? Yeah.
So, and this is another thing. I'm mostly Italian, but I am a little bit French in that I have slept with enough French people to qualify.
It does transfer.
Yeah,
it does. It does. It's kind of sexually transmitted knowing how to eat escargot.
You
And-
did say ass cargo, right?
I said escargot, yeah.
Yep.
It is escargot. And if you don't want to use the toothpick, here's something most people don't know. You can ask nicely and they'll just come out.
Oh, the snail. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
You just
that.
go, come on out. And then they come out.
And they come out.
No accent. You don't have to use any accent or anything.
You can if you want to, but you know how the French get when you try to speak French? They're real assholes about it.
They don't
Yeah,
like
even
it.
when you're they
They
don't like
do
it even
not
when you're
like-
trying. Yeah.
But they
when
gotta
you-
deal with it because like there's only so many
Yeah.
accents I can do now. That's
I
what
know.
I'm allowed to do. You gotta let me do it.
Italians and French people are some of the last people you're allowed to make fun of.
Yeah, so deal with it. You could do
You
me.
know
I
what?
don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm waiting to happen to get back at the French when I was in France and someone came up to me when I was talking to him in English and he said, You're in France, speak French. I'm waiting for someone to be French in America and ask me a question in French and me
Yeah.
to get to say, You're in America, speak Spanish.
Well, it's almost 50-50, right?
God willing. No.
I just want to get my revenge.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it.
That's what you learned.
That's what I learned. I did go through a lot of toothpicks. I don't know if you were being serious about eating escargot with toothpicks and you're used to it. It's very hard. It was really embarrassing, and I was really scared. You talked about how you could ask the snail. I didn't think about that. I thought
Yeah.
maybe I could ask the waiter, but I was scared to ask the waiter because
that
I
would've
didn't
gone
want to offend
terribly.
him, and I didn't want to look dumb.
Yeah.
Do you
just started
slurp
cutting
up
them in
any of
front
that
you.
escargot sauce?
Yeah, it was good. It was like a
Yeah.
tomato sauce. It was very tasty. But I spent a lot of time slowly eating that as I planned out how I thought I could maybe change my approach to getting out the snails.
Mm.
And the
Did you eat all of them?
snails, did I eat all of them? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I ate all of them. And they are kind of gross. It's like chewy oysters, which I like oysters, but it wasn't worth the embarrassment.
I'm not really into any food that has the same consistency as a booger. That's kind of my rule.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
You
a lot
run a
of good
lot.
foods there.
Some
You
of the
run
best
across a lot of
foods.
those. Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of the best foods are boogers.
I also am I go against my own things all the time because I like a baked clam, but that's because I like it nice and chopped up with breadcrumbs. Like I need it to not be in
Casino?
its true form.
So you're talking about clams. What about oysters? Do you have an opinion on oysters?
I do not like oysters,
They're
but I don't yuck
especially boogery.
anyone's yums.
I can't do oysters either, and it's not because of the. Are you supposed to chew oysters? I don't know how you're supposed
No.
to take oysters.
No,
You're
you're
supposed to just
Supposed to
slap them
suck
down.
them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
You
Brother.
really got to suck
Doesn't
it
work for me,
down.
brother.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
It's mostly about drinking salt water. Like,
Yeah.
I think people who eat oysters just want to drink salt water, but they can't say that because you get in trouble. People look at you funny if you're drinking salt water. Oh, it's going to actually make you more dehydrated. I just like the flavor, Eric. Okay.
They
Eric,
stop you.
Yeah.
They see
Eric.
you out in the ocean with a big straw. People will pull you off the beach.
I do mean
People
Prince
freak
Eric
out.
from Little Mermaid. He did catch me drinking seawater.
He caught you. I thought you were gonna say it was Eric Adams.
Oh. No, he loves drinking salt water.
He loves that salt water.
He loves it. He wore a T-shirt that had Spanish lettering on it, and it said "Yo quiero." Salt
Yeah.
water.
He did. He did. That guy's crazy. I'm sorry for the DC people. Again.
No, they don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's the mayor of your city.
Oh,
yeah,
you
you
do
you
know.
guys finally got a crazy black mayor. Good for you. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Okay. We're at 30 minutes, so we'll do a thing now that we do every week. It's called Chefs I Prepared For You, where we go around and we say what we have dinner last night, and we do it like presenting it to the judges at Top Chef. At the end, we will pick a winner, and there's some rules. We'll go over those later.
My goodness.
And I will start because I'm the host. Chefs, last night I prepared for you tuna fish sandwich on white bread. Now I'll break it down for you. Here's what's in the tuna fish: canned tuna, drained,
Yum.
chunk white. I don't fuck with that light shit.
Chunk.
I'll
Wait,
pay a little
chunk
more
white?
for the chunk white, huh?
Is that like the higher level of tuna in the
Yeah,
can?
I'll pay a little
Okay.
more for the chunk
It's not
white.
the,
I'm not.
It's not the slop. I don't like the
When
slop.
the light
No.
is gross, it's yucky. I
Okay.
don't know who they're selling that for. I don't know who's buying that. Not me anymore.
Cat
I
food.
upgraded.
Mhm.
All right, I put it what I do. I put it in a bowl. I put a bunch of mayonnaise in there.
Oh, yeah.
dog.
Probably 1-to-1 mayonnaise to tuna, I would say.
Still too much.
That's the way you gotta do
That's
it.
still too much.
Then mustard.
Oh my god.
Good amount of mustard.
Mustard.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god.
Salt,
Oh my god.
pepper, sweet relish
Mm.
in a tube, right in there. Not cucumber. I mean, not celery. I do celery sometimes, but I've never got celery in the house. Who's got celery? Not me. What I
Not
do got?
us.
Sweet relish.
Mm-hmm.
Put that on white bread. Eat that. You know what my dogs
Nice.
love? Tuna fish. Those dudes go crazy when I crack that can open. Woo!
Ooh.
Woo.
My
They go
cats
nuts.
too.
What kind of white
Animals?
bread?
Whole Foods brand white bread. I
Nice.
know I'm
Nice.
supposed to not go to there anymore in the Target and stuff, but it's just it's right there. It's so close.
I'm sorry. Why aren't you supposed to go to Whole Foods?
Because it's a Bezos thing.
They're bad.
You guys do know he doesn't own Amazon, right? He's not part of Amazon anymore. It's Andy Jassy.
Well,
owns
he's
Amazon.
not probably
But
good too.
it's the whole thing. I mean, listen, we do what we got to do. I'm very much like I will shop whatever is closest to me, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna shop at Amazon. I don't care if they said the N-word in a tweet. I'm gonna shop at Amazon. I don't
Okay,
care.
that is bold.
Well, I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
What if they were what if they were like just quoting a movie? Like, that's okay, right? They can do that.
That's
right?
fine. I'm still gonna go to Amazon because I'm gonna need to go get supplies for the meeting. So that's the closest place to get the supplies.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Mustard.
Yes.
What? This was just yellow mustard, or was
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow mustard, table mustard,
Table
Mm.
mustard.
table mustard.
And you did answer the question on the reason for the relish. That was stressing me out a bit, but it was a substitute, right? You pivoted because you didn't have.
What you wanted?
I do prefer the
Celery.
relish to the celery.
Mm.
Oh,
I think that tuna fish, and here we go, should be sweet.
the sweet fish.
That's
I think it should be a
take.
sweet fish.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a Swedish fish.
Mm.
Sort of, yeah.
Swedish.
It is a
Wow.
Swedish fish.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
What's the volume
Okay.
like? How big? How big of a sandwich? Is it just you smash it down so it's just a nice thin, or is this
So
like
here's the thing.
dogwood
Whole Foods
style?
white bread is big.
Yes.
It's thick cut. Thicker than it
Mhm.
should be.
Wait, is this the bread from the bakery or is it like their brand in the aisle?
Their brand in the aisle. Whole Foods Whole
Oh.
365.
I've never seen this. Okay.
It's harder. It's hardy. It's a hearty white bread.
Mm.
Hitting that white.
I put
Very
a
hard when we
it's
talk about it.
white. I put a little. I don't put too much tuna on there. Okay,
Okay.
that's remember that thing. Remember they were doing that for a while.
Okay. Can we retake that? You can't say that's copyright.
Well, they don't do that show anymore. I can do it. I think.
Yeah, but they will come after us.
Okay.
on
It's
YouTube.
not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. Oh god, it's just the easiest way to say it. It's
It
not
is,
an
I know.
abundance of tuna. It's a good amount.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe I'll smash it. That's everything.
All right.
That's everything.
All right. Just one sandwich?
I used to be a boy when I had sandwiches. I would have one and a half.
Oh.
Save the other half. Put that in the
Yeah.
fridge for later.
No, that's double. You have one sandwich, and then the other sandwich is a rolled piece of bread. Now you that was.
Oh.
If people are
What?
wondering,
I like that.
if people want to go, Brian, how'd you get so fat? Well, when I used to have sandwiches, I would have one and a half sandwiches. I would have two pieces of bread. That's one sandwich, and the other one is one piece of bread folded over. Peanut butter and jelly, one and a half sandwiches. Tuna fish,
Okay.
one and a half sandwiches.
I've
There
known
you
Brian
go.
since like 2012. This is the first time I ever heard this.
I'm not doing it in front of people, and I can say it because I don't do it anymore. I don't
You
do
don't
it
do
anymore,
it
so now I
anymore.
can say it.
Yeah.
I
So
was
it's
living
okay.
in
Did you have
shame
anything-
for a while.
Did you have anything to drink with this meal?
Probably.
Carrie
Mm.
sighting.
Oh yeah. she's-
All right.
Reaves.
Oh, is it me? I was just with the host change. It's confused me on the
Yeah.
sequencing of things.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're at 40 minutes and we haven't even done
Oh
the
boy, we got a show to do.
Sorry.
Chefs, I prepared for you spaghetti with meat sauce. Period. That's what I made.
Nice.
That's it.
Yep. That's it.
Was
Good. Any Parmesan cheese on top?
No, I left it out. I forgot about it. I put it out
Okay.
on the counter, and I was like, I'm going to use this. I'll put it on. I'll treat myself.
Well,
And then I just took it and I left it on the counter, right on the couch.
that wasn't part of
with
your
my wife.
stash. so I
could have
can
gone back and
understand.
gotten it.
I could have, but I didn't think about it until I went back empty bowl, and I was like, this
Is it jar of sauce, or is this you make the sauce?
jar sauce.
Okay, I have not found a good jar of sauce that tastes good. Anybody suggestions?
Rouse.
Ooh,
I've tried that. It's
You
kind of
have?
watery.
Oh, I like their jarred sauces.
Do you mix
Are
it?
you-
Do you mix it with meat and stuff, or you just drink it straight out the jar?
I drink it, Brian. I just pop that top and drink it. No, I put it in the pasta. It's pretty good.
Have you, Brian, have you tried Cento's crushed tomatoes? Added to some meat, add some garlic.
Oh.
I mean, just making
Salt,
sauce?
pepper. Well, yeah, you wanted a sauce from a can or a jar.
No, I'm
Cento's
talking
crushed
strictly.
tomato.
I'm talking strictly one-stop shop jar.
Oh.
Open it and
Okay.
you pour it on pasta.
I mean, I still think you could do it with Cento's crushed tomatoes. Just pour it on top and it'll be fine. Probably
Nah,
tastes better.
Needs sugar
Okay.
or something. Oregano.
Okay.
Something.
Wheat pasta or regular pasta?
Right. I don't like the wheat pasta.
Every recipe
And
always
does.
says wheat pasta now.
Nobody
Really?
does.
Is it
No one
really
likes
better for you?
No.
You know what we get in my household? We get the Barilla makes protein pasta, so it feels like you're doing something.
Hmm.
Mm.
You're
They
getting
add
muscles.
you're getting gains.
Hmm.
And that's for, what's the word? When you talk about little numbers and weightlifting
Macros?
and stuff.
Oh,
macros.
like macros or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't do that, but sure, yes,
You could do that.
you could do that.
Okay, so I'm up. Chefs, I prepared for you Nashville chicken spiced chicken breast, boneless chicken breast, and sauteed spinach with garlic and olive oil.
It's been a while since you've gone back to the
Yeah.
old standard of just chicken and a vegetable. You've been doing a lot of eating
Mhm.
out lately, or having folks prepare food for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
How's it feel to be back on the wagon?
Felt good.
Yeah,
Gave me the energy to go do multiple shows yesterday.
Wow.
multiple
Oh,
shows.
nice.
It's improv.
Okay, well, still,
Very supportive.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks,
I am
Bryan.
a supportive guest.
The vegetable.
Yeah,
How was the flavor?
it was good. Spinach, garlic.
Sauteed. When you were
Salt,
done, did you squeeze it
pepper.
out?
No, didn't need to.
Just ate it wet.
Water's evaporated. You got to be cooking on high heat, my friend. That's what saute is. Get that water out of there.
That's true.
How fast?
How fast?
Yeah, this saute. If it's that hot. Well, and follow-up question: how hot?
And also, how much? Because it gets so small.
Yeah, it gets teeny tiny.
You make whole bag.
There's like it came back down to like 100 grams when I was done. When I put it in when I weighed it. Because
That's
I weigh
macros.
my food for the macros.
That's
the
macros.
macros.
Ooh.
But it probably took like 7 minutes to cook.
Oh, that's a long time to cook spinach.
Got to get the water out.
That's true.
Yeah, the water's dangerous.
The water's dangerous.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Britt, would
All
you
right.
like to go?
Yes. So I have a question though.
Yeah.
What if I didn't make it?
This has
So
never
okay,
happened
usually we
before.
would have had to say like it was a bad week where we all prepared. You can procure something. You can have something made for
Mhm.
you.
Mhm.
Just whatever you want to say. Chefs, I've procured for you. Chef, I had something prepared for me.
Mhm.
Okay, because it has to be from last night. Otherwise, I could tell you something I made last week.
Those are the rules. I'm
Can I
sorry.
step in here as the original host?
Yeah.
And this is just if Bryan and Reaves could please put on your headphones, your noise cancellation
Oh yeah,
headphones.
let's turn these on.
Yeah, definitely.
Britt, we often lie about what we had for dinner last night, so that's fine. Just whatever meal you want to talk about is fine.
Okay, because I feel like I would like it to be something that I made.
Yeah.
And so I'll just
do that.
just massage it a little bit.
Yeah, massage a little. Yeah.
Chefs.
All right. Hold on. Reaves, Bryan, go ahead.
Okay, you're back in.
Wait, Reeves taking his off. Should I take mine off too? No one's. I couldn't hear him say put them back on.
Take them off.
Okay, I thought we had a hand signal we'd worked on.
Hand signals. Chefs, I have prepared for you a Barilla protein angel hair with a light butter sauce with some lemon, Himalayan pink salt, and Parmesan cheese.
That's why Reaves couldn't have it in. You had all the Parmesan cheese.
Yep.
That
Now
sounds great.
this is not a pastaroni, right?
No, this is my own creation. I became obsessed with lemon pasta after having it at Lil Frankie's in New York's East Village.
Okay.
And now I make it for myself at home.
Did you ever cook up some shrimp and throw it in there? Make a little shrimp scampi?
You know, I haven't, but that is a good addition. I love
You're
shrimp.
welcome.
Yeah. You're welcome.
This Parmesan, it from a jar, or it from plastic thing that is like a little better, or is it shaved fresh off the rock?
So we're going to be in the middle range where it's a little bit better than like the thing that comes in the jar. It's a little fresher. That one.
Yeah. Thick pieces or little nodules or like the big like the shavings.
I do the thicker pieces, but not the shavings.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I love? Snacking on some Parmesan while I'm cooking. One for me.
Oh yeah.
One for you, one for me.
And one for me.
Yeah.
I love that.
This protein pasta,
Yeah.
how does it taste? Is it, you wouldn't notice, like if you gave it to me and you didn't say it, would I be like, oh yeah, this is just pasta?
I truly don't think that you would know.
Wow.
Like, because I've had the Banza pasta, which is chickpea pasta, and that I think that you would know.
I used to mess with that.
Yeah, but not the protein pasta. It's pretty normal.
Does it cook different? Does it take longer to get al dente?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Does it?
No, it's pretty normal.
Does it got a good crunch when you eat it raw? Bust one of those off.
Yeah. Got a good crunch.
I do like that too. Eat a little dry pasta. That's always fun, right?
Yeah, this was something I did when I was a kid.
No.
Well, sometimes now too. Little.
Sometimes now.
One for the pot, one for me. One for the pot,
And you
one
go,
for me.
get out of your mouth. That's a lot of fun.
Totally.
Okay. Let's
47 minutes.
I know we're gonna cruise through the episode part.
Yeah.
The part that people love. Let's do picking, and we'll pick fast. Britt, the rules are you can't pick for yourself, and if there is a tie, we'll go to a second round, and then the new rules are you still can't pick for yourself, but you also can't pick the same person you picked last time.
Okay.
It's only if there's a tie.
Only if there's a tie. I'm going to go first, and I will pick. I'm gonna pick Brett's, and we don't always pick the guest, but I like
Totally.
that sounded good to me. So that's my pick.
Okay. And I'm going second, and I will pick Britt. And again, we don't normally go for the guests. That's actually the opposite of what we normally do.
Wow.
But protein pasta sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, and I will pick third, and I'll pick Britt. And I never pick the guest. Like,
Doesn't
I'm
ever do
notorious for never picking the guest.
Wow.
But I gotta say, the thought of throwing some shrimp in there and making a lemon pasta shrimp
That really
scampi,
spoke to you.
it's got
You're
me
picking on
hungry.
the
And
idea
so,
what it could be with this meal.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go and pick Britt as well.
Okay. Well, it seems I've already won, but I was going to pick Jamal.
Okay. Well, it's good that it was a nice, easy victory, because if it wasn't, we'd all be a little confused. And I might even say something like, "Oh, pickle me this," something like that. So we'll be right back.
Pickle Me This. Is that the name of the episode?
I think so.
Oh.
Such a fast learner.
We'll be right back.
Ponchap.
And we're back. What
And
a
we're
nice
back.
break that was. We're going so long, folks. I apologize. I'm gonna get right over to Reaves. Reaves handles the review part of the episode. First and foremost, Britt, have you ever watched Top Chef before?
I have.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you enjoy Top Chef?
I need to give some caveats.
Here we go. Long pause.
I like Top Chef. Like, I've watched a couple of episodes, but it is a competition show that I have to pay attention to week after week, and I can't. I'm bad at committing to that. So in that way, no.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Were you-
acceptable. It wasn't that you thought Top Chef was another cooking show,
Which
Yeah.
happens a lot.
which we run into that a lot. So
They think it's Hell's Kitchen all the time, right?
Yeah.
They do. They really
Yeah.
do.
Every
Yeah,
time.
they really, really do. So something else fun about me that I don't know if Brian told you, I used to work at Food Network.
Brian's
Wait,
told us
what?
nothing about you. Brian,
Why was
why did we not lead with
the
this?
whole first part was
Why- why-
why was that not? Ugh.
I thought it would be a fun reveal, and not that I forgot.
Absolutely.
Where
Oh
at
my
Food
God.
Network?
So, for a beautiful 6 months before the pandemic ruined everything, I worked on a show that was premiering on Food Network's app.
Mm.
And it was basically it was a great concept. It's very sad that COVID kind of shut it down, but basically people would tune in on the app, and ahead of time you would get the full recipe of like what we were going to be making, and then you could go to the grocery store, or it was like partnered with Amazon, you could like get all of it delivered.
Thank you,
And
Bezos.
then instead of a regular cooking show where it's like, oh, and now the pie's done, like we would cook everything in real time with the chefs in the test kitchen at Food Network. It was one of the best jobs I ever had because I was constantly eating whatever they were cooking up.
So wait, why wouldn't that work during the pandemic when people had way more time to cook?
So it relied on having a live working kitchen with many people in it. And we all got sent home pretty immediately because
they didn't give you the immediate vaccines?
No, we were not considered essential workers.
All right.
But yeah, in the way that restaurants struggled and suffered, it's like you can't have 50 people working in a kitchen together.
Yeah, this was also the time when we had to like Windex our groceries, right?
Yeah.
Does everyone remember that?
Yeah, It was right at the beginning of the pandemic. Literally, I was about to shoot one of the episodes with a pie chef, the great Erin McDowell. I'll just plug her name for no reason. Wow. And we were like, it felt very apocalyptic. They were like, everyone has to leave the building right now. It was like that Wednesday that everything shut down, and we all got sent home.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
I have so many questions for you about your experience, but I hate to do this, but we do have to get into the episode.
You have to get into the episode.
You know what? I shouldn't have been hosting. I let things go long. I'm notorious for long episodes.
Jamal did this on purpose.
No, I did not. There's not one, but multiple people said, I like an episode where Bryan talks more. So
People said that.
How come you wouldn't tell me this now?
Yeah.
So I said,
wow.
I'll give you what you want. I'll give you what you want.
Gave you so much rope that oh, Bryan was okay. Well, here you go, Bryan. Just kept giving me rope.
Yep.
Here I am, dangling.
Well, Britt, we just have to have you back on so we can ask you a lot of questions about your previous job because it is very applicable to our show.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. I'll host that episode and we'll talk about it.
I can't believe you let maybe do that dumb bit up top and she worked for Food Network. Okay, but we have to get into this episode. I'm sorry.
We're like an hour in. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry to the fans too. The ones that are left.
Good.
It's gonna say Top Chef Talk starts at 50 minutes.
Yeah, just let them know.
Whoops. So this is episode 6. Pickle Me This. Top Chef DC. We open on Cesar drawing a face on an orange.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was there a payoff for that?
No.
No,
I don't think so.
He's just drawing his. He was just kind of drawing his own face. He's just kind of like, this looks like me, huh? There's nothing. There's nothing to it. And then
maybe it was like a that was his like Wilson, like a Wilson thing maybe. Castaway.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
I feel that.
People still
makes
doing
sense.
that?
Do what?
Playing
People
volleyball.
still doing that?
Playing volleyball? I think it's really popular right now.
I know volleyball is popular. I'm talking about people still doing Wilson references.
Oh.
I think it's kind of timeless.
I'm bringing it back, like cigarettes and low-rise pants.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
bringing it back.
If they're coming back like cigarettes. All right.
Cut this. The chefs enter
Cut this.
the Top Chef kitchen, and they are met with what else but Chipotle.
Yes.
It's an ad.
It is
a
an
commercial.
ad. It's a commercial.
This is what we would call an integration in the biz.
Oh, if only we had more time to go into that.
Yeah. And I'm so sorry. We can't talk about that.
It's a brand integration.
It's good to know, though.
Yeah.
Our guest judge is Top Chef Master Susor Lee and
His tall son.
his boring ass tall son, Jeff.
His very tall son, who's good thing he's 6'3" because he doesn't have a personality.
Well,
Oh
he's a
my
content
God.
creator.
Yeah, his name is Jet Li.
He's like, I bring my dad food, and it's this deep voice
And
that
he
just
does
like,
it.
Hey,
Dad,
makes
can
it.
you turn this into a pizza? Oh, awesome, cool. I went viral. Oh, wow, I went viral. Cool. Thanks, Dad.
Oh my god.
The quick fire challenge here. So I guess the chefs are ordering Chipotle in their free
Yeah.
time. So they bring this up like we know this.
What's everyone's Chipotle order? Quickly on the call.
Quick, everyone.
Quick.
I'll go first. Brown rice, usually double chicken, the peppers,
Beans?
lettuce,
Beans?
no beans,
Wow.
lettuce, and what's it called? The pico de gallo, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay, mine
Mine is
empty
a-
bowl, full, fill it with napkins, free water cup, run out the door.
Nice. Just bowl of napkins.
Sorry.
My real order is brown rice bowl, chicken, cheese, pinto beans, guacamole, sour cream, and pico de gallo.
All right, here we go. White rice, black beans, chicken. The hot sauce. I say a little bit of the hot sauce and a little bit of the green. The pico's too oniony. Give me the corn salsa also. Give me sour cream,
Mhm.
and then lettuce on top. And then sometimes I'll get a little side of guac on the side just to have a little fun with it.
Oh yeah.
And can I get a water cup? I'm filling up with Coke.
Can I get a water cup? You asked.
Can I get a water
Don't
cup?
watch me. Don't watch me fill up the
Don't
water.
look at me.
I love how some places give you like this little rinky-dink water cup. Like that'll deter you from
Yeah.
going to get soda.
Oh my
No, it won't.
God.
I'll just park at the soda thing.
Just won't leave the
care.
soda machine. Although for folks who are stealing napkins and stuff from Chipotle to like put it in your dorm or whatever, Chipotle has some of the best forks. Their plastic
Yeah.
forks are top notch.
They're really sturdy.
They're very
Yes.
sturdy.
And
Yeah.
Brian used to work at a plastics company, so he knows that these are sturdy. Forks.
Yeah, I did.
Totally.
I had an association.
Association.
We did Italy earlier.
So
Reaves, back to you.
the challenge here is we're taking those orders, the chef's orders that they had over the whatever previous few days, and those are the only ingredients they have, whatever would have gone into that order.
Yep.
So for someone like Vinny, who did quesadillas, he's like got cheese and tortilla, basically.
He's a real character this episode, Vinny. He really stands out in this episode a lot.
We get a lot of Vinny this episode, don't we?
We really do. We
Yeah.
really, really do. Too much, Vinny?
Maybe.
I think so.
We do get Vinny later calling out. We can fast forward a little bit to this, where a boiling pot boils over and a fire starts and almost burns down the whole kitchen. We see Vinny just saying, "Hey, put it out! Someone put it out!"
That was scary.
It was
a big
scary.
fire.
Does it? I thought he
Raise your
says
hand if you were
cover it.
scared.
Cover it. I was a little scared. They
I
didn't
thought
clear
he
the
was
kitchen,
standing
though.
there saying,
They didn't clear the
yeah,
kitchen.
he was like, somebody cover that.
Cover that.
He also says the B word, and they
Yeah.
don't edit it. And they let him
Bechamel.
say it.
Bechamel.
He does say
He kept
bechamel. He
saying
says
it
he's a
whole
broke ass
bunch.
bechamel, and no one calls him out on it.
Hmm.
I'm like, can you say that on TV?
Maybe
Can
the
you say
editors
that?
don't like him, and so they're like, "Listen, we're
He
leaving this
says-
in."
Vinny says, I'm gonna make chilaquiles. You don't got no eggs, dog. That's not chilaquiles. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
That's
got no
that's
eggs.
what brings it
You
together.
have no eggs.
Yeah,
That's
otherwise,
like-
it's just tortilla chips and tomatoes.
That's nachos, sort of.
Yeah, that's like real soggy nachos.
And that's what they say. They say
Okay.
it's too soggy.
I looked at that and I thought it looked like nachos because I didn't know what it was, and I'm glad that everyone else had that same thought.
Gotta have an egg.
Mm-hmm.
Britt, do you ever have chilaquiles that don't have eggs in it?
No, it's not a thing.
No, it's not a thing.
So it's not a thing at Nomad.
Nomad.
No, ma'am.
That's the thing. That's where Vinny works.
Oh, that's right. That's right,
Oh,
that's right,
sorry,
that's right.
sorry.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Here's the thing. I am not gonna know anyone's name
Me
or
neither.
occupation.
Yeah, me neither.
But
And I run the show.
I know the
Yeah.
one guy because he's on the episode a lot. He stood
Okay.
out. Everyone else is a guest. I know Cesar because he said Caesar salad.
see, yes, I liked that. Caesar salad.
That was fun, right? And he also has a whole garden under his bed and some lights
That's
to keep
not
him
weed.
alive. And it's not
not.
weed.
It's not weed.
And we're Yeah.
What I thought was funny is one of the judges was like, "Were you upset that you had ordered a salad from Chipotle and that's all you had?" And he was like, "No, I'm not." And I was like, "Really? Because I would be. I'd be pissed." I would be really upset.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, I'd be like, what an idiot. But how are they to know that their lunch order was going to end up being the challenge?
Could have guessed.
Coulda, shoulda.
Now, if I remember on Top Chef, whenever I order any food, I'm like, this could be my meal. So let me have scallops.
Hey, could I have the scallops with every herb that they have?
Can I have a can opener? Because apparently they don't have them at Chipotle. Look, I get everything's fresh, but like, it's a restaurant. You gotta have one can opener, right?
Yeah.
Just one.
What if someone wants to have tuna for lunch? Like me.
What if you wanted to make your famous tuna with relish?
I couldn't do it there. Well, the ones from Trader Joe's have a pop top, but the ones I had didn't
nice.
have that. So,
Okay.
what else happened? They make some food, Reaves?
So I'm just gonna cut to it. On the bottom here, we got Vinny. Not crispy enough. His food. We have it is Henry, right? It's not Henri. I know you guys talked about
Jamal keeps saying.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry.
It's Henry.
It's Henry. They really Jet lays into him and says his filling was too basic, which seems kind of mean.
Yeah.
And then Shuai, rice not cooked properly. Can't have bad rice.
As someone who cooks brown rice a lot, that's not the thing you try and cook in a quick fire. It takes too long.
Yeah, it takes. Yeah, what is he doing? On top, we got Massimo who grilled his chicken. He did a whole tostada thing, which apparently he has at his restaurant, but it's not on the menu. But it's also the best thing at the restaurant, which I can't make sense out of.
Also, he served it on a napkin.
Yeah,
Which is weird.
it's gross.
Why?
There's
you
gonna be
put it on
paper.
a napkin. That's to wipe my face with. Not the plate. It's on a
That's
plate
not a
too.
plate. No.
What are you thinking?
What are you doing?
He also said if he doesn't win, his homies at home will be angry.
He did say the homies
and
at
that
home.
is redundant. So we mentioned
That's a good
Cesar.
joke.
His presentation was nice, and there was a lot of earthiness to it. And then Paula, good tastiness, and she had chilies in her, which was good as well. And then there's a fourth, which they never do, and it's Tristan.
And then he wins.
And then he freaking won.
Why do it that way?
Very strange. The whole bit with this quick fire is about you're supposed to like remix the dish. Kristen says that like a million times, and so his felt the most remixed, the less. All the other ones felt like they were just kind of remaking the dish or heightening it
In a
It was the same
different
thing.
presentation.
That's right. Elimination challenge here. Pickles. Kristen dressed like a pickle. In green.
Green. Pickle.
How do we feel about pickles in this podcast? You guys like pickles?
I am a huge pickle lover. They started off with cornichones, and I fucking love those.
So good.
Give
I
me
love
a
a pickle.
tiny, salty pickle.
Again, it's probably not weird to you guys. I prefer a sweet one. I love a bread and butter pickle. I love a sweet heat pickle that they have at the farmer's market all the time. The ones that are like chili sweets. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Horseradish pickle they have there. I like those.
I can't get down with pickles.
That's the
Okay.
most expected answer.
I knew it.
If someone was going to not like pickles, it's going to be you.
That's crazy. And you made like a chicken sandwich. Like that would be so good with some pickles on it.
He doesn't.
I made a chicken
He
sandwich.
doesn't eat sandwiches.
He's not allowed
What?
to.
You made it? No, you made chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He doesn't eat
Nashville chicken.
sandwiches. He doesn't eat chicken.
If I
Sorry.
put pickles on top between two buns, yes, it would match.
Oh, no,
When you
Nashville chicken
said-
usually has pickle.
When you said Nashville chicken, I assumed in my mind you meant a sandwich.
Okay, so I see. It was just spiced like Nashville chicken.
Okay, because I'm thinking like I love like a hot chicken sandwich.
Do you want to take back your pick from before, or
Yeah, can we roll it back? I actually no.
No, we have time.
Still,
Yeah, let's go back.
It still sounded really good. It's just not what I was picturing in my mind's eye.
Okay.
so?
He's offended.
Oh, and our friend Danny is back, winner of last season.
That's
He's
right.
going to be a guest
Mhm.
judge, and we find out that he's friends with Vinny. They show a picture
Mhm.
to prove it.
Yep.
Vinny
they
does the
work
cute little
together.
like Cupid thing, the little like this thing hand under his chin thing. It's
Mhm.
little
Mhm.
adorable. A lot of Vinny this episode.
Too much Vinny.
Too much Vinny.
I thought he was going home.
Me
It
too.
felt like
That's
he
why
was
they were
going
showing
home.
him.
I thought he was going to go home last week because they're really complaining about how they're like, we don't know who Vinny is. We know who he cooks with and who he likes. We
Yeah.
don't know who Vinny is.
We know where he works.
We know he has two very Italian brothers that are named very
Mhm.
similar names to him, like Finny, and they're like, it's insane, right? That's him, right?
Yeah.
We know that every
Italians-
dish that he makes is
yeah.
him saying, "I make this at Nomad."
Italians really love to do that with names.
No, wait, I think his name is Vincenzo. It might have like a Di Vincenzo and like a like the Dr. Demento brother or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely Dr. Demento. Brian,
Yeah.
do you know this about me? My brother's names are Anthony Michael and Michael Anthony, and my dad's name is Anthony, and my uncle's name is Michael.
That's
You
fantastic.
probably told me with maybe like the Food Network thing, and I probably didn't tell everyone on purpose and I didn't forget. But no, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's amazing. I really wish we had talked about it at the top of the show. We just don't
Yeah.
have time for it here. This is incredibly interesting, though.
Great.
The elimination challenge here. The chefs had to split into two teams and produce a 5-course progressive menu featuring pickles, different types of pickles.
Yep.
Now, correct me in my understanding. It is not like to pickle something like they could have pickled anything, because you can pickle almost anything, right? We find that
Yeah,
out
you
in
can.
Last Chance Chicken.
I have nipples, Reaves. Can you pickle me?
That's the name of the episode.
That's it.
You could, if you watch Last Chance Kitchen, you can tell Tom wanted to say that so bad.
Yeah.
But for this challenge, this one, they had to use actual pickles, right? They had to use
Yeah.
cucumber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, less interesting, right?
I guess it's harder though. I guess it adds to the like. But like, are pickles a thing in like? What was the tie with Canada? Was there one here or no?
No.
Well, wait,
Canadians
what-
love
the
their
one-
pickles.
The one guy said it was like a Montreal classic or something, right?
Who?
Okay, no one.
Wait.
No one remembers that.
Probably.
There was one of the guys was like, I should know their names.
I don't.
Was
Yeah,
like,
me too.
it's a Montreal classic that I don't know. Anyways,
I bet it
couldn't tell
happened.
ya.
I watched
I
the
bet that
episode
happened.
twice, and I don't remember that. But you're
It'd
probably
be
you
crazy
really?
if I made that up. So
You watched the episode twice?
I watch it with my wife, and I have to watch it again so I can remember what happened.
I often do that too.
it's hard to remember.
I'm barely watching.
Then
it
again,
once.
I'm usually the host, so
Brain doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of Cesar again, he's gonna make a dessert. So it's
Yeah.
a progressive menu. Most people wouldn't do dessert for pickles, and he's like, "I'm gonna do it." Everyone thinks I'm out of my mind. The people at my
Mhm.
restaurant.
Huge risk. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a risk, and it pays off. I like it.
It does.
Smart. Because he ends up making a dill ice cream.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious. I would like to try it.
I would have tried it.
But
I have
I'm
a
gonna-
rule when I go to fancy restaurants that even if there's a food on there that I don't like, I will have it. So like that's the one place I'll have aioli or mayonnaise or something in a dish because I know it's probably not going to taste like awful mayonnaise or
the
something.
nasty things that it is. I have a question. He
Mhm.
made dill ice cream.
Mm.
He was supposed to do bread and butter pickles. That's not a dill pickle. Those are different.
Those are different things.
A bread and butter pickle is a sweet pickle without garlic and stuff. A dill pickle is a garlic pickle.
So he
Mhm.
did that, but he also did like a pickle curd, which might have been the
The bread and butter.
bread and butter. And he was just
The
like,
little
"Listen,
mustard
just-
seeds in it.
I'll throw a little dill at you too. No big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal.
That's the name of the episode.
Is
We have
it?
a couple, and then there will be a semicolon.
Yeah. They just do make it real long.
Yeah.
We see lots of shots of Henri, shaving his daikon, very meticulously cutting up his mise en place and putting it in containers and like putting labels on it, do not throw out, stuff like
This
that.
messed
Just-
me up, man. This messed me up.
It's stressful, right? It was really upsetting. Well, we can talk about it now. So, Henri,
Someone says throw Katiana's shit away.
Yeah.
Someone says shit.
Shawai's like, let me throw this shit. Her shit's everywhere. She lost the challenge for us. Let me throw it out. And he throws out Henri's mise en place.
Mise en place.
Wait, that was a mise en
Nightmare.
place.
Now, is this
Nightmare
a
fuel.
fighting? Is this a valid thing to fight over? Like a
Yes.
physical fight in the back?
Oh,
in the kitchen?
Physical fight on
Yeah.
TV?
Yeah.
No.
To like for ratings.
I think
For-
in another
for
era,
ratings.
yes.
Yeah, Top Chef 15 years ago, 100%.
Yeah.
We're throwing
okay.
hands.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, if I wasn't on a competition show and someone threw out all of my mise en place, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
That's my
Like,
mise en
just-
place.
Yeah, that's my mise en place. And can you each say mise en place one more time?
Mise en place.
Mise en place.
Good,
Mise en place.
good. I just wanted to make sure everyone said it one more time.
But like, this is my like, dude, that's my mise en place.
Mhm.
How are
Where's
you
your-
gonna throw that out? That's all the work I did.
Like,
hmm
dude, where's your mise en place? Where's my mise en place, dude? Dude, where's your mise en place?
Dude,
where's your mise en place,
where's my
dude?
mise en place?
Dude, where's your mise en place?
No, is
What
that the
happened?
Title.
That's the sequel to
threw
Dude,
out my-
Where's My Car?
I'd watch that too. And they raise
Yeah.
turtles.
Yeah.
Turn them into
Raised
cardinals.
turtles.
Yeah, and they don't.
Dude, there's nothing
don't.
bad happens.
Nothing bad happens. I don't know why people get so stressed about it.
I said it
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
It-
I said it doesn't.
That's what I said. And they got all angry at me. So he has to present. We're kind of all over the place here. He had to present his dish. He goes to the back. He does tell us he goes into the bathroom and cries it out a little bit.
They don't let us see that, which is a big bummer.
No,
Mhm.
but you could tell the chefs like could hear it, and it was kind of making everyone uncomfortable.
Mhm. Yeah. It was upsetting people.
Well, and he was like yelling things too. He's like, "I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna do it." And it's just like
He said, I'm going to do it for real.
for real,
Yeah,
for real this
For
time.
real. Stark contrast too. If anyone's watching this, it just recently ended this season of Drag Race. Someone like spray paints on someone's dress by accident, and she loses her mind.
Oh my
and like
God.
no one pretends that they didn't do it, and it's like this insane thing. Everybody be like, "I don't, man, who threw your mise en place away?" It would have been very, very funny, and just like lose his mind. And then
That
later
would
afterwards,
be.
be like, "Hey man, it was me." You didn't mean to.
No,
Didn't
he
mean
didn't.
to.
He just said he thought it was a bunch of Katiana's shit, and
You thought it was
obviously
garbage.
she did serve essentially shit. We could talk about it here. So her dish was a roasted dill cucumber there was a whole pickle brine, peach potato, blah blah blah. But there was a
Mhm.
cucumber seed porridge. Which the argument here is, was it broken or was it not broken? She is very emphatic that it was not broken, that it's just
She swears it
It's-
was not broken.
it's just the way
What
it's
would have
supposed
been in it that was broken? Was it? Did it have
I think
eggs
the
in it?
tofu. I think the tofu she put in it made it look broken.
But when
to
they
them.
say they think it's broken, like what's in it that would have broke? Like broken is usually like it means something is separated, right? Like it's like an egg
Yeah.
thing or like a
Yeah,
What would have been
because
in
I think
this?
they think that there is maybe a milk something in the porridge.
They saw some kind of separation that we maybe are not privy to.
Yeah, they didn't show it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says so let them believe it. She says they thought it was bad anyway, so I'm not gonna correct them.
She's
Yep.
like, I guess that's their truth, that's their reality, but it is wrong, and I will correct them on it. She's like,
You know that Laura Dern meme that's like, not my world, not the world I'm living in.
I don't know that meme. I'm not online very much.
Well, I'll send it in the chat.
Please.
I know it's hard being on this podcast. You guys, three guys reviewing a show that they don't know anything about. We don't prep enough to prepare to do a show that makes sense.
You worked on Food Network, and I didn't tell anybody
we didn't
that
talk
at
about
all.
that. We don't know memes. We're too old. We're not allowed on the internet anymore.
They don't
I've
let
never seen
guys
this
like
meme
you
before.
on the internet. It's a really good meme. It's for whenever someone says something and you're like, not my world, not the world I'm living in.
I'm gonna start using it now.
Yeah, me
Yeah, I've
too.
got it in my memory bank now.
Yeah,
Okay.
save that one.
In my folder where I save memes.
I have one of those. Don't joke. I have one.
People said you're not supposed to send gifts like this anymore. That's what old people do on the internet.
Oh well, whatever. I mean,
We're bringing it back like cigarettes.
like pretend that was a still image, and people share that a lot. This is just the first.
Wait,
thing I
a
saw
still
people.
image is okay, but a GIF is not okay.
I think the gifts are chuggy, apparently.
It is chuggy, but I like a GIF. I love sending a GIF. It's so
Yeah.
easy
And because
now.
I'm young, what does shugi mean?
Chuggy is like cringe, like it's another word for cringe, kind of.
And the word cringe wasn't good enough, so we had to come up with shugi.
We were
You know,
already saying
these
cringe. so
these
they had to make-
youngsters, they want to come up with new stuff.
And if you want to write
Right.
that definition in the chat too, that might help our
Yeah,
memory.
if you want to link
You don't
us,
Yeah,
have to,
definitely.
but that might help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll link you guys for sure. I'll make sure
Thank
you're
you.
all chuged up.
sounds different as an adverb.
So there's a
Very
British
good.
person at the table eating the food.
Yes.
She was
Oh,
there.
you still want to talk about the? I was just going to fast forward to judges table, but yeah, you want to
No,
talk about
yeah,
some
let's
of the
just
judges?
go there. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, well, they had to do the little score sheets, which I thought was weird because usually they'll let them like raise a flag or raise their hand, but they had to do a little score sheet, hand them to Kristen, and made her count them. It made the chefs turn around.
Yeah. Turn around. Don't look
Oh,
at
they
us.
only made the first one or two do it. After that, they all just stared at them while they were doing it.
I'm wondering why they didn't just raise their hands. Were they like embarrassed? I don't want them to know I don't like their food. Well, they do
'Cause
know when
someone-
someone wipes the floor and it's 8-0. They know that no one liked your food.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
a lot of blowouts, and voting's a very
Yeah.
private matter, and it's like I don't know
Yeah.
if you want people to know.
And this is why it's
Maybe.
over.
That's why we don't do it anymore. That's why we don't have to vote ever again.
We're never gonna have to vote ever again.
What was the thing on Trent's plate? No,
Wait.
Tristan.
I was like,
Wow. Wow.
Tristan had that big white glob on his plate. What was that?
No.
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing a white glob.
It was like a mountain. Looked like mashed potatoes, sort of.
Reaves, you watched the episode twice.
I could tell
I
you,
didn't make this up.
I was so tired the second time
Yeah, I
this
bet.
afternoon, and I was kind of half paying attention, and I also was getting distracted with wrestling things that were going on, so it was very hard for me.
WrestleMania rewatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tristan
This
is
is
our
good.
early front runner here, right?
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah, I feel so. Right, Jamal?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I
he
mean,
can't win this
you know he's
episode,
my
though.
front runner.
He can't win this episode.
You know
'cause
why
he's on-
Tristan's my front runner? Because
I
he's
know
bald.
why. Yeah, he is.
'Cause he's
a
bald?
Man. He's a bald man.
Yeah.
You like anyone who's bald?
Wink, wink. Yeah.
He'll support anything that's made by bald content, by bald creators.
Yeah.
Got it.
The winner here is the purple team. Massimo, our friend Massimo wins.
On this show, bald means black.
I figured that out.
Oh, hell
edit
yeah,
that.
dude.
Kayfabe,
Hell yeah,
brother.
brother.
I
Kayfabe,
figured
brother.
it out after you said wink wink. Wait, Massimo, I think is the one who did the thing that was like a Montreal classic. I swear to God.
That's
Probably
probably
that
true
crazy
because
person.
he's Canadian. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, it was Massimo. It's one of my
He's-
boys. One of my eye ties.
He is. He is an eye
Mm.
tie. He does call his
Yeah.
little kids and his ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know why. Together 16 years and now broken up. What happened there? That's the story I,
I
want to
don't know. It was a sob story.
Two beautiful children.
Beautiful.
And an
And
ex-wife.
Brian, I thought about you because he's missing his kids.
It's
Yeah, I
all
thought
set
he
to
was
go
going
home.
home.
You call your kids, you're going home.
You're going home. That
You
and
don't-
tattoos.
Yeah, he did win though, but it was like a secondary win because the other two people on the other team that lost had the best meals that Thomas ever had in his entire life.
Yeah.
In his life.
And it comes down to, on the green team, the people in the doghouse, Katiana and her curdled porridge, supposedly.
Curdled.
And Henry, who had, whatever, like 25% of a dish because Shawai just threw
Threw it all away.
all his food out the window because he was
That's
angry.
so
not
insane.
fair.
I would be.
It's
I
not
would
fair that he was
burn the
down
kitchen
there.
down if that happened to me.
Yeah.
I would probably get angry and be like, "You need to make me new mise en place right now. I don't care if it's not gonna be ready in time
They
Yeah.
didn't have
when
any
I come back
ingredients,
out
it
from
said.
serving."
They're out of ingredients because
Well, go to the store and buy more ingredients and chop
Figure
up
it
my
out.
fucking mise en place right now.
Make Shawai go out there and explain why his
Yeah.
dish is what his dish is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell them. You tell them
None
what you
of pickle.
did.
Well, someone threw.
I would have served them nothing. I would just put a
Ultimately,
note on everyone's plate saying, "Shawai fucked me."
Why fuck me?
So they end up eliminating Katiana for her
Yep.
gross porridge, which made everyone sick.
Should I play the clip or we
Yep.
should go be on time? Just go through it.
Go
Oh,
through.
now you're worried about time?
I've been worried about time. How about we talk over the clip? So it's like playing and we'll keep talking.
Okay, great.
So, yeah.
A
Katiana,
lot of build-up.
please pack your knives and go.
And she knew it was happening. She made gross curdled.
Katiana, the composition
Food.
was
She
off.
made
See
porridge.
at Last Chance Kitchen. Just cook from your heart.
Thank you very much.
From your
See that.
She
heart.
was cooking from her
Thanks.
heart.
you,
She
chefs.
loved that porridge.
She did not cook from her heart.
I
That
want
wasn't what
back
she
in.
did wrong.
I think
She
I
just
deserve a place
curdled
back
her
in.
food.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No.
The porridge
It
was
should
not
have been
broken,
Henry.
but it was clear they didn't
We
like
hate
it,
Henry.
so I ultimately decided just to stay
We tried to
quiet.
sabotage
I-
Henry.
Yeah, we
I
wanted
think
Henry
like
to go.
cooking wise, experience wise, I think I deserve a place.
All right, who watched Last Chance Kitchen? Not me.
Not me.
I did.
No, not me.
All right.
Twice.
Did you go home?
I remember what happened because I wrote it down. Kat gets eliminated. We won't go into it. This is going very long. Katiana
Britt.
is through. So she got angry and she beat Kat.
The other cat is through.
Yes. No. Wait. Katiana. Now you're confusing me. Katiana is through. Kat
Mhm.
is eliminated. She was pissed about
Yeah,
it.
I'm saying Katiana is the other cat because the first 3 letters of her name are cat.
So that's the episode. Britt, thanks for coming on. Do you have anything you want to plug? I'm so sorry. This doesn't usually go this long. I apologize.
It's all
anything you
good.
got-
Hold
I'm
on.
having
Hold on a
blast.
second. We're
Okay.
not done yet because now we have to reveal the standings of Top Chef
You're
Fantasy.
still having
League
fun now,
right
Britt, that we've kept now it's still going.
And so, in a weird twist, Bryan is winning with
Let's
50.5
fucking
points.
Go.
Wow.
I'm in second place with 46 points, and
Smoking
Reaves,
your
who only
ass.
has 2 people still in the competition, and
Uh-oh.
one person in Last Chance Kitchen, has 38 points.
Yes.
Let's go.
We
like
did
the
it.
kids say. Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Also say this.
Brian has
my
only
world.
lost one person.
Not in the world I'm living in.
Not in my world.
I'm doing good.
He's
So
gonna be using that so much.
So that's
can't
the
wait.
show. Britt, thank you for coming on. Do you want to talk about anything you got going on? Do you do in your show? So people can go see. What do you got going on?
Yes, I have a show coming up on May 17th. When does this drop?
Tomorrow, probably.
Great. Okay. So yeah, May 17th, I've got my show Meat Cats Comedy Presents Saturday Sauce on Saturday, May 17th at Union Hall at 10 p.m. A nice late show for anyone looking to party. And then just keep your eyes peeled for my solo show Dolphin Mode. It's going to be hitting the road soon. I will be at Edinburgh Fringe this summer.
Hell yeah, dog. I saw the
Nice.
show. It was a lot of
Brian
fun. It was
did
really
see
good.
the show.
I did lots
Thank
of
you.
Oh,
laughing.
so Brian saw your show. Oh,
Oh,
because I was in New York a couple months ago doing a show, and Brian did not come to my show. So
Well, your
listen,
show-
I think that day someone had thrown out his mise en place, and it was really upsetting for him, and he had to kind of deal with that.
I had a bad day that day. My mise en place is in the trash can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And for Britt's show, all of my friends were going to be there. And Britt and your show was improv.
Wow.
Wow.
Improv is actually very hard
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, Reaves, we were doing the Transformers thing the other day when you weren't here. Bumblebee.
Oh, that's yeah. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, go to yeah. Eyes
Cool.
peeled for Dolphin Mode. And then Meat Sauce May 17th.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks for coming on.
And where can people see you find you online?
You can find me on all social media platforms at Britt Migs, BRITTYMIGS.
She's got a great website. A lot of times a lot of these chefs don't have good websites or websites at all. Britt's got a great website. It's
Thank
very
you.
cool.
Thank you so much.
My website sucks.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Don't go to it. Yeah, okay. Thanks for coming on. I hope that you had a good time, even though we were here for a long time.
I had a blast. I can't wait for Con 2 Clave.
I really want to see that.
I really thank you. I hope it gets made. I think
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
will.
cut some stuff.
They
It will,
tongue
buddy,
over
don't
does not give
worry.
you any money. The Italian government does not want to give you any money. Did you pay to go to the Vatican to get in?
Yeah,
You have to.
very
Is it worth it?
expensive. Yeah, it was.
This is fun. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. And y'all got a new fan. I love it. Love hearing you guys' commentary. So
Okay, you might make the outro with that.
Yeah, clip it.